Hello, guys. How's everything going today? It's Coach Justin here. Please bear with me as I'm trying to set this bad boy up. There's a little bit of technical difficulty. So if you guys can hear me okay, let me know. If everything is going okay, just like a little thumbs up or something like that will work. I was having a couple issues setting it up, but Coach Justin here, we're going to be going over some no-cook meals. Let me know if you can see and hear me okay as I'm kind of setting everything up. Awesome, Casey. Nice to see you in here. Very, very cool. I'll give it a couple minutes here. I just want to make sure I have everything set up. First time doing the stream from Zoom with a second camera into Facebook, and I'm not sure if it's all set up yet. I couldn't test it beforehand to make sure the sound and sights were okay. So if you're coming in, let me know if everything is okay. Hello, Rebecca, Kel, Joe, Dominique. Nice to see you guys. It's so cool seeing like familiar, names and faces. I guess just names, not faces so much. Yeah, let me know if you can hear everything okay, just with like a little yes. And we will kind of go from there. I'll give it looks good, sounds good. Beautiful, Rebecca. Thank you. I was super concerned that I was royally effing this up, but I guess so far we're so good. So I can cruise back over here to Zoom. I'm really appreciative. First up, big ups to Coach Stacy, who told me how to set up the multi-screen. So Stacy, if you're here, awesome. Thank you so much. If you're not, thanks for telling me how to set up this Zoom here. It is Coach Justin, and today we're going to be going over some no-cook meals. I like to consider myself a lazy fitness enthusiast. I want to make things as simple and as easy as for myself as possible, especially when it comes to prepping meals. There's a lot of, I love health and fitness, but there's a lot of other things that I love more. And if I can make prepping meals, getting my workouts in as easy and as quick as possible, I'm all for it. So I'm going to share some of my personal favorite no-cook meals with you today. As well as some strategies and also maybe what to include in your pantry, in your fridge, in your freezer to have some easy access to no cook meals. I'm going to give it about 30 more seconds and then we're going to jump right into everything. Very, very cool. Awesome. Thank you, Sarah. Give it all to Coach Stacy on the dual camera setup. Big props to her. So I definitely have a theme song coming for you guys. I'm super pumped about it as well too. But again, it's Coach Justin, and we're going to be going over some no-cook, no-prep meals. I wish actually this camera wasn't right here. And I didn't realize it was on screen, but whatever. Rookie mistake, I guess. Rookie mistake. So, without further ado, let's kick it off with our regular theme song for any of these live streams. And it is, I don't want to stir fry. I don't want to bake. Just give me something easy to make. I'm talking about no-cook meals. Thank you very much, guys. And without further ado, let's jump into some no-cook meals with Coach Justin today in Nerd Fitness Prime. So, as always, I like to answer any questions at the end of the live stream. So, feel free as we're moving along, as questions pop up, throw them down in the comments. I answer every single one at the end of the live stream, and if I can, during. And I'll probably be prompting you guys as well too to share some of your favorite no-cook, no-prep meals or any ingredients that you guys have on hand that are super, super awesome for you. So to start it off, for no-cook meals, created like a really simple pantry list for myself and for you guys, and I wanted to share it with you. Of course, there's a ton of ways that you can expand upon this, but some really super simple things that you can pick up at the grocery store right now. I did some brainstorming, but what's pretty easily to get our hands on. And to set up a no-cook pantry, fridge, and freezer, a couple good things to have on hand. Fruit, and this could be canned fruit or fresh fruit, whatever your personal preference is. I definitely recommend picking up some canned fruit. We'll be using some pineapple chunks here as one of our recipes. So I'm excited to share that with you guys. Cheese, I think, is a great one. I got to be careful with cheese. If I keep cheese in the house, I will eat all of the cheese. It's fantastic. It's delicious. So I got to buy it in smaller quantities. So know yourself, be mindful. But cheese is a great one to have. We got a little snack we're going to go over here that includes a little bit of cheese. So awesome little strategy that we can use using cheese. Fresh cucumber is really great. Deli meats, we're going to be using some turkey slices. Roast beef is also fantastic. There's really great high qualities out there now. Salsa, another great one. Goes well with so many different types of foods, salads, wraps, scrambled eggs and whatnot, even in sandwiches and stuff. Rotisserie chickens or canned chickens, another great one to have in the pantry. Tuna or canned salmon. I have some over here as well. I really like Wild Planet. It's a little pricier. It just kind of makes me feel good that I'm buying this, that it's a really high quality, and some canned tuna as well too. Comes in really handy, goes really well with the salsa as well too. You can mix it up in a bowl, super simple and super convenient. And if you keep a little bit of mustard at home or something like that, or olive oil, a nice way to mix it up. Tofu is another great one for you plant-based eaters, as well as lentils and canned beans. Salad greens are always huge. They typically won't last long, so you might have to restock those up on every week or so, but salad greens is always for salads and whatnot. You can throw it into a bowl, super easy to do. Yogurt, I'm a big fan of Greek yogurt. Personally, I really like grass-fed Greek yogurt, unsweetened if possible. That's something that's easy to go and can make tons of different awesome recipes with it. Avocado, canned veggies. I think green beans in particular. Let me see if I've got some. I do. Green Valley, cut green beans, super easy to heat up, season up with some salt, pepper. Canned beans, of course, as well too. Oats, if you're a fan of oatmeal, there's a lot of different things you can do with that as well too. Pancakes is a really simple recipe to whip up and something easy that doesn't take long. And then also, I'm a big fan of rice and nori sheets. So if any of you guys love sushi or wraps or like rolls or anything like that, I have roasted seaweed that I always keep at home. Huge fan. I love making. We're actually going to go over one right here that you can do at home. And this is one of my favorite meals to make or snacks to make. So I always make sure to keep some rice or nori wraps at home. If you guys are a big fan of sushi, nori wraps, and you have some at home, give me a thumbs up in the comments below. I'm all about this. And then of course, frozen veggies, frozen fruit always come in handy. You know, they last long, really great shelf life. So frozen veggies, frozen fruits. And I wanted to throw one back at you guys as well too. I went old school. I've got a great snack here, or you can turn it into a meal with some plain rice cakes. I know I've maybe just got some booze from everyone, but I swear to God, the thing that we're gonna make with this is gonna be super awesome. So don't hate just yet. And then the one thing I mentioned, rotisserie chicken, and then the other one is just pre-cooked like chicken strips. I found these at Whole Foods, super awesome, organic grilled chicken breasts with rib meat. I think it's a Whole Foods brand, maybe. I'm not actually sure, but super awesome and convenient. Goes great to easily make a salad, so you don't have to cook something up. You just open this bag up, throw it in, and you are ready to go. So without further ado, I'm going to go over I'm going to go over some of what we've got here. I did some pre-cooking to save us a little bit of time. I'll be adding a few things to these as well too, but I wanted to make sure everything was nice and plated for us so we could kind of go over it, take a good shot of it. I'm going to bring it up to the screen for you guys so we can enjoy it. The first one is a super simple snack that I like. It's easy to go to. You can also turn this into a meal if you'd like to as well too. And when I'm creating like these no cook or no prep meals, I kind of like to focus on a meal template. So kind of doing a little checklist for myself is one, is there protein included with my no prep or no cook meal? Two, do I have some sort of veggies or maybe berries or a piece of fruit, something low calorie density that's very filling? Are there some smart carbohydrates in here? Fruit, good starchy carbohydrates, and is there some healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, or whatnot? So that's like a simple checklist that I like to run to that kind of simplifies the meal planning process or meal prepping process for myself. And with this one, we do got a little bit of that. So what we have on here, let me grab something for you guys. Got it all behind me here. So what we've got here is we've got a plain rice cake with avocado and hard-boiled egg here. Hard-boiled egg, I already bought them hard-boiled, so I didn't have to do that. And I'm gonna add a little bit of salt to it, little dash or something. Whenever you say salt, you gotta do this too. Salt. This is a super easy filling snack, which you're gonna get some benefits out of this. Super satiating because of the crunch from the rice cake, the healthy fats of the avocado, and a little bit of the protein and the healthy fats from the hard-boiled egg. Super awesome, super delicious. It took me about 2 minutes to make. I mean, the most difficult thing was cutting the avocado by all means. So this is rice cake, avocado, and hard-boiled egg. And if you're wondering if you're kind of a calorie counter, macro into macros, that's something like that right there is going to be about 35 calories on that rice cake. That's a half an avocado, so probably around 100, 120-ish calories, and then a hard-boiled egg. So you're looking at a really low-calorie, satiating meal that's going to fill us up. So second one I wanted to jump into was, this is another one kind of a go-to for me. Super simple, super basic. It is a cheese turkey roll-up. So what we've got here is a single piece of cheese. I believe this is, I want to say it's Havarti. It's a low-fat Havarti, just to kind of cut the calories a little bit. And there's 2 slices of turkey in here. And I threw on some sprouts with a little sliced tomato. Super simple and easy to roll up or fold up and just get to town on it. And also another really low calorie satiating meal. And it's covering some bases. It's not as veggie dense as I would like it to, but again, trying to be good enough, not letting good enough become the enemy of perfection. So this is kind of something to get me by when I'm feeling a little extra lazy and I want to get some food in me, but I don't want to make something. In this second option right here, same type of thing, but I threw some spinach and some power greens on there. I found some really awesome greens at Sprouts that I picked up. I'll actually, don't have it behind me, sorry guys. But again, it's the cheese, 2 turkey slices with greens, and just a sliced tomato in here. Fold that up or roll it up, and you've got yourself something super easy to dive into. There we go. I'm excited about these bad boys. So what we've got here is a pretty classic salad. It's a little bit smaller than I would normally go with, but it fits on the cutting board, so worked well for the video. What we have here is the already pre-cooked rotisserie chicken. Actually, I'm kind of hungry, so I'm gonna go to it. Didn't have to cook that up at all. We've got those power greens, salad greens, and I'm really excited about this. I haven't had pomegranates in like forever. So I found some pomegranate seeds at Whole Foods. It also came with some blueberries, but I kind of already ate those, sorry guys. Pomegranate seeds, and I grabbed like a spoon and I threw those on top, sliced up some avocado, threw it on that salad, salted up that avocado just a little bit, see, salted up. And I've got myself a super calorie-friendly, well-portioned out meal that's covering some veggies, protein, healthy fats, and you're getting a little bit of like a sweetness and a little bit of crunch from those pomegranate seeds, which is super awesome and satiating. That crunch, for some reason, is like really, really satisfying. I'm sure a lot of us can relate to that. So good. This is another one pretty stoked about. And I want to pat myself on the back because I got really, really creative. And there's something in here that I don't typically use that I'm really excited about. So this is a shrimp or prawn salad with pineapple. And pineapple is something I don't usually eat, but I found it at the grocery store and I was like, hey, what can I do with this? Let's get creative, you know? And I think we talked about it in a couple other live streams, was not being afraid to burn the roast when we're in the kitchen. It's okay to mess some things up. Maybe some stuff doesn't turn out great and we don't enjoy it, but at least we can check that off our list and know we don't dig it. And this, I dig big time. So if you get a chance, grab some shrimp. I found some white shrimp that was already pre-cooked, so I didn't have to do any heating of this. I just thawed it out, pulled off the tails, which took me about 2 minutes. If you want to heat it up, you could throw it in a pan super easy with a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of seasoning, and you'll probably get a nice like little flavor out of that. But again, I'm just going to eat this cold just like that. I threw some pineapples right on top, and I poured a little bit of that pineapple juice, whoops, right on top, just a tiny bit, like a spoonful or two, right on that shrimp to kind of like sweeten it up a little bit. So good. And if you want to get a little bit crazy, you can grab some chili powder and sprinkle it right on those shrimp, and it's a really amazing combination of spicy and sweet. Something that you might want to test out and see if it fits your taste bud, but really awesome combination. Excuse me. Speak German and French apparently as well as gibberish. But I've got some German, I've got some super greens right here, along with some chopped white carrot. Sorry. And then on top of that, I've got some bean sprouts with just a collection of like a small handful, a small pinch of mixed nuts. There's some cashews and pecans and walnuts in here as well too, to give it a little bit of crunch in that salad. So again, we've got some pineapple shrimp greens with a little bean sprout, baby carrot, or not baby carrot, white carrot, and some bean sprouts, mung sprouts in there. Super awesome, satisfying meal that took me maybe 5 minutes to make. So let me slide these out of the way real quick because I need a little room for this nori. Sorry, guys. So I'm super excited about this, and I wish I didn't put it in the fridge, but that's actually a little strategy that I'll tell you in a second, because it softens up the nori, which actually makes it a little easier to roll and actually helps to get it to stick when you're rolling it up. So if you leave it in the fridge for a little bit, super simple tip, it won't be as crunchy. But what I've got here, grab this for you guys. There we go. Sorry for the delay. I've got some smoked salmon that I picked up at the grocery store. Super awesome. And I've sliced that up, placed it right on top of some bean sprouts and that roll of nori. And what I'll typically do with something like this is maybe throw some greens in here. If you've got a like a carrot peeler, or I guess it would just be a peeler, a carrot peeler, cucumber peeler, shaving off a couple of simple slices of that, throwing it on top of this wrap would be awesome and add a little bit of beautiful crunch to it. I'm actually going to throw some greens in there. This is just some lettuce that I found, and you'll know from our knife class the other day. I'm going to do a chiffon right here. I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm pretty sure, but don't sue me. So I'm going to roll that up, and I'm going to take a couple slices out of this green. Boom. Good, we've got that all set up. My dogs are below me begging for something. I think you can see the pug down there and the husky barely in the corner. I'm going to sprinkle that on top. You know, and if we'd want to, let's see. I don't know if this avocado is done, but let's find out. So I'm going to slice down right at the top. Let's give it a go. Let's not cut my finger though, right, Justin? Sorry. Let's test it out. I'm going to work my way around this avocado. I don't know if you guys have a good avocado strategy, but this is my go-to right here. So I'm cutting it lengthwise. I can get it open. Doesn't look like it's ready. Not quite. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. Not quite ready, but got some fresh avocado. What I would typically do is cut a little few slices of this off and add it right to that wrap. Start from the corner. I like it with that that very like authentic, I forget what it's called. So it's not very sushi, but it's like a hand roll, thank you. Fold that bottom up. I did a really ugly job with this, but super awesome, super convenient and really easy to go to. Great little low calorie snack, super filling, super delicious with that nori as well too. And one last thing to share with you guys before we call it quits is kind of like a little, oh no, sorry, two more things. A little go-to breakfast that I've shared a few times with the Nerd Fitness men's group, and I think maybe on a live stream or two. But go-to breakfast for me. Let me grab this. There we go. So this is the Greek yogurt with a scoop of protein powder and almond butter in it. And I've also hit it with a little bit of cinnamon. When you say cinnamon, you have to do it like that. So salt is this, and cinnamon is this, just so you guys know. And I've got a black raspberries, which are fantastic right now. I don't know if they're in season, but super delicious. I put them off on the side, but most likely I'm gonna throw them on top. And all I've done is thrown that Greek yogurt in here, added some protein powder. This is vanilla protein powder. Throw it right in there, mix it up with that almond butter, set it in the fridge for a little bit. If you set it overnight, it really firms up a lot and it becomes a super satiating, delicious, almost like dessert-ish type meal. You can also put it in the freezer and it turns into like an ice cream-ish type thing. Great as a sneak attack dessert or a late night treat for you guys. So something super awesome and easy to go to. And one more home run for you guys, my favorite. Let's get it. So I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place with this drink today. So one of my favorite goes to, and I've shared it millions of times, and it goes over super well with everyone. I've got a crazy sweet tooth. I blame my grandmother. She taught me how to bake at a really, really young age, and I love sweets. So I get sweet cravings all the time. My go-to sugar-free Jell-O, I am not kidding you. This is, I think, a raspberry one, and Cool Whip. Now, this Cool Whip is dangerous. I'm sure everyone can relate. I will eat all of this if I'm not careful. But taking sugar-free Jell-O, boom. And we're talking 2-second prep right here. Cool Whip. I mean, come on. That right there, post-dinner treat. We're talking A+ snack game right there. So hope you guys found this beneficial, got a kick out of it. I know I did. It gave me an opportunity to be really creative in the kitchen this past couple of days, and really to explore what was out there at the grocery store. What was there, what wasn't there, and I really got a lot of value out of this. And this is probably a few meals and snacks for me for the next couple of days. So if you guys have any questions or want to share some of your favorite kind of no cook or low prep meals, drop them in the comments below. I'm really excited to kind of go back and forth with you guys on this one. I think this is, like I mentioned, I consider myself a lazy fitness enthusiast. So the easier I can make meal prep and other things for myself, I'm game. So if you want to share some insights with me, send it my way. I'll take it for sure. But really excited to be for you guys. Let me in your living rooms or wherever you're watching. And I will catch you on the flip side with some more live streams. So take care, everyone. Have a good one, and we will see you later. Bye, guys. I don't know how to turn this off, so I might be here for a little bit.